that on a live stream right now instead of the regular recording that I do. Okay. It's probably working. I'm hearing some sound. Just decided to be streaming just in case, sometimes maybe somebody may show up, may want to comment or give some feedback on what you're seeing me doing. And I'm trying this software. It's my first time doing it. Looks like it's not bad. I think it's streaming to Twitch now. Hopefully it's also showing up on YouTube. I hope so. Yes, I think I'm seeing it on YouTube as well. You want to comment or give some feedback on what you're seeing me doing. And yeah, I'm trying this software. It's my first time. I can hear my own voice. Awesome. Looks like everything is working. Okay, so I can go ahead and continue what I'm doing. So welcome everybody. If you're seeing this, I appreciate you being here. What I'm gonna do now is continue with what I was working on yesterday. So that's what I'll be. All right. One second. Okay. So yesterday I stopped where I think which problem was I trying to solve yesterday? So before I was using Vimeo and Vimeo will cut me off in about 2 hours. So today I've spent the last 1.5 hours trying to set up this streaming. Hopefully I can stream continuously for 4 hours in case I don't get tired. This is weekend. I may take a break momentarily and that should be fine. So right now I will just go ahead and continue with what I was working on. All right. I'm wondering if there's a place I can see the chat, if any chat is coming in. I doubt it. I'm not sure if there is one. If there is, I'll probably see it. Okay. All right. Yeah. Hopefully I get to see it. Yeah. So I gave a note for myself here yesterday. It says start here. The drop down. So just to take a note, this is just me documenting my learning process. I'm learning React Redux and I'm using it to build a complex app, and I'm hoping that the complex app will eventually become a startup, because I believe it should solve a number of problems that I've looked around. I've done some research. I've not seen any application that is solving those problems that I'm thinking of. We have Google Classroom. Google Classroom is not really good for those trying to learn software development. I don't think they have ability for you to put in code. So for example, I put in something like this here that you can change the kind of question. You can have a multiple choice question, that's in Google Classroom or Google Quizzes as well. And you can change it to fill in the gaps. And in my fill in the gaps, put ability to put in some code. So this is a code editor here. I'm using Ace Editor. And when you say something like console.log, maybe hello world, you can see that it formats it automatically, and it's code writing friendly, if I may use that word. So that is good. And you can do some occlusion or do some fill in the gaps, and I've coded it right now. I may change it later. Right now I've made it that when you use star star star, it gives you an input box. So whenever somebody who's taking the quiz is using this, instead of seeing the triple star here, the person is going to be seeing an input box to type in some answers. So that's eventually what I plan to come out to make out of this. And now this screen right now that we are seeing so far, the component I've built here is just for the quiz creator, the person that is creating the quiz, and you can put in your correct answer in there. And once you click save, everything should be saved. There's a bug I was going to fix when it comes to the save button. And what I didn't mention really quickly is that in case this is the first episode you are watching with me, what I didn't mention is the fact that you can also do *** here, and it also gives you an input box instead of the ***. That's what's going to be displayed whenever somebody's taking the quiz, and the quiz creator can also type in the answer, which is what is showing up here. So that's basically what I've done so far. And whenever, if you change your mind, I think that's what I was going to do yesterday. So let's say you have typed this so far, and let's assume that you have saved it. It's been saved. I'm console or logging what is being saved. So I'm saving it into an object. So right now, what is left is that what I want to do. So yesterday I was writing right here that start here. The drop down should always show the current question type with default values in each input box. Okay, yeah. So that's what I was trying to solve yesterday. So I want to make sure that, so for example now, so the problem I have right now is whenever I change this, let's say you want to change your mind and you want to change that question to multiple choice question, and okay, let's say you are undecided like I am sometimes, and you want to change back to fill in the gaps that you are originally working on, which you have already saved, right? So you click it again, but it's not pre-filling with whatever you saved before. So there's a way out to that, but that's not good for the user. The way out is pretend as if you want to add another question. So add another question, which is showing question 2. I probably have question 3. I probably already have question 2 in here from yesterday, the last time I was coding here. Oh, so let's say you get to question 3, which is supposed to be the latest question that you should fill in, and you change your mind again, you want to go back. So you click back. So now you're back to question 2, which is being pre-filled as I would desire it to be. So the question 1 that we saved earlier, let's go back to it back. Now the question 1 is also showing, so it's working pretty well, being pre-filled with what you already have in there. So that's the way out of it. But I want it to be that when you change this to multiple choice and you change back again, it's still being pre-filled. So that's the next problem I want to solve, and I'm just hoping I can move on from this pretty soon. So that's what I'm hoping to happen. Okay, so let me see. I'm trying to look at Twitch to see what is going on there. How do I scroll down? Come on. Okay, yeah, I see. I think Twitch is always showing that one person is watching, which may not be true. Maybe it's just they're just saying that you are watching yourself at least. That may be the case. All right. Okay. So let me continue what I'm doing here. So yeah, how do I solve this? So usually I think out loud. I solve it raw. I'm coming out raw, live, thinking right here. I've not thought about it before, so I'm just thinking about it, trying to problem solve, and try to see how much progress I'm making. I want to be able to look back to this day in about 5 years' time and realize that, wow, see what I was doing 5 years ago. I've really made some very good progress. Yeah, so that's my goal. That's the objective of what I am doing. All right. So what I'm gonna do now is think. The drop down. So when I click the drop down, I want the same thing that is happening when I click back to happen. And that means if for question number 1, a question is already saved into the Redux state, pre-fill these guys right here with the question. So I'm just thinking right now, all I need to do is to go copy the code. So I'm going to need to put some code in this onChange right here. And I think I saw it yesterday. So what I need to go look at is the question page. I think that's where we have the drop down. So the question page here, what I did yesterday was let me see. I think some of the part of the screen is being cut off. Probably not. Maybe. I don't know. That's fine. So where is it at? So return is right here. So this is a select. So on select question type. So that is the name of the function. On select, that's the name I gave to the function. So I should go to the function and see what I can do to make things happen. Okay. On select question type.current, I save it with a value. So what I need is when I say if question type is MCQ, okay. All right. If it is MCQ, then I need to put some code in here. So let me say the code, before I write it in code, let me say to myself in English language exactly what I want. What I want is that I want to be able to say, okay, if a question is already existing in the question state, am I going to use an if statement there? Because I don't want to be getting undefined. If a question is already existing in the questions state, show the question. That's for MCQ. The same thing applies to gap. But one thing that reminds me, one thing I've not tested here is what is already existing here is a fill in the gap question. What if I actually save multiple choice on top of it? It should probably work. So let me just quickly do that. I'm going to save multiple choice question on top of a fill in the gap question that is already existing. So let me click save. Okay. So let's do add another question. Go to question 3. Okay, let's go back. Let's click back. Question 2 is still there as a fill in the gap code question. So now my expectation is question 1 should be multiple choice now because I've overwritten the fill in the gap question that was in there before. So let's see if it works. Yes, it works. Awesome. It works. And it's been pre-filled. So if I do something like this, if I change, let's say I want to change the question, I want to fill in the gaps, changing my mind, going back to multiple choice, it has disappeared. So I want it to be pre-filled, right? So I want it to be pre-filled for these, and so what I'll do is make sure I put in the code for the multiple choice when the question type is MCQ, when the question type is fill in the gap, which I call gap here. So whatever I write is going to be for both. I just need to go. I'm thinking to make it easier, let me go look at the code I wrote for the back button. So the code I wrote for the back button will most likely be applicable. So let me quickly study that. And I think the back button is on page. It should be on question page right here. Let's go look for it. Where's the back button? Back should be at the bottom. Yes, here we go. So this is the back button right here, and this is the on click function. Is a pretty long one. So do I need this long function one more time. If I need it, then I need to put it in a function name so that I don't have to be copying and pasting it. Let me see if I need everything. So the first thing is if props dot qnum is greater than 1, update the question number. Oh yeah, I don't need some of the things there. So I don't need this if statement actually. So that's not good. Well, maybe the code inside it I can save it because I don't want it to be too long. Yeah, I think I need what is in there. If props.questions, this question type is gap, I don't need this one too because I already have an if statement that is handling that above. If props.previous gap question, oh, I don't need this too. Come on, what do I need then? What do I need? Map array code is props. Yeah, this is probably where I need something that I need here now. And I'm not gonna say, yeah, it's gonna be a different code, so I cannot use the same code. So I have to copy this, remove the -1 here because it's still gonna be on the same question number. But this is gonna be for the code one. So let me see. And I'm gonna say return code answer equals mapper. I'm mapping through the array right here. I think I'm pretty fresh today. I'm remembering what I did yesterday pretty easily. I guess because I'm not tired today. I'm starting earlier, not like later in the day. Awesome. Not like I've done a lot of work during the day and I'm trying to get in 2 or 3 hours of coding in the evening. So looks like my energy is pretty good. And I like that. So return code answer, and you know, that's probably what we need. I'm trying to see. Yeah, are we good? We're good. So I need this right here. I'm saving this code. Yeah, I need that. Return code answer. So return code answer to me means, it simply means what I want to return in the input boxes. Those are the code answer, right? Yeah, these are for input boxes. But I need more than this. Yeah, that means I have to copy code from different places. Not only the code answer that I need, I also need whatever was in the question before. Right? So let me go back now to see what I have in. Yeah, I need to just scroll up. I think I'm gonna be working on the same page for. So I say if it is MCQ, what did I say I should do? New MCQ. So is that what I should do? Yes, it's giving me new MCQ. It's not supposed to be new MCQ now. It's gonna be new MCQ if it is when is gonna be new MCQ? When is it not gonna be new MCQ? If there's nothing existing there, it's gonna be new MCQ. If there's something existing already, it's supposed to be similar to when you click the back button. It's supposed to be similar to that. So how do I differentiate that? How do I differentiate that? I can just say if. Oh, okay. I have an idea. Maybe I should type some comment, and I can remove the comment. So that's just a way for me. It's just a way to help me think. Let me type something to get my thinking juice flowing. Because I've already spent 19 minutes now, so I need to make more progress than I'm making right now. So yeah, what I should do is if MCQ and props.questions array props.qnum, if it is existing, if it is props.questions props.question type. What do I have for question type here? How do I spell? What's the name I give to question type? Here we go. Quest type. That's what I gave it. Quest type. That should be a capital T. So if this, yes. So if question type.current, let me see. If this is MCQ2, then what should we do? If that is MCQ2, so two things. So if this is MCQ, that means it's existing. Awesome. That means it's existing. And if that's the one that the person is choosing, so I'm going to put yes. So there are going to be two. So if question type.current is this, I think I'm going to do that. This one, that's what the person has just chosen. And that's what the person has just chosen. If question type.current is MCQ and this, let me actually do it as if I'm writing the real code now. I'm just thinking out loud. And this, then what happens? So what's going to happen is going to be different from, it's going to be different from when the question type.current is MCQ. That's what the person has just chosen. And when this is actually a gap question. Right, so what's going to happen is going to be different in each case. So there's going to be different things happening in different situations. Okay, so since I'm not trying to see anything for now, let me make this as big enough as possible to give me enough real estate to do what I'm doing. So that's the first case. The second case is if question type.current is MCQ, that's what the person has chosen, but this question type is gap. I think I need to put it in quote there, but this is gap. So that's the second situation. Okay, and what about the third one? The third case is, I think there'll be 4 different situations here. Okay, the only time somebody will be clicking that, there are 3 occasions, let me say 2 occasions when somebody will be clicking that. When you're on a question number that doesn't have any question saved yet. And the second situation will be when you're on a question number that already has a question saved. Okay, that'll be the second situation when that will be happening. So the first one I wrote here is for when you already, actually it doesn't matter because it's supposed to return undefined. So once this is not true, let me think. So if this is true, is MCQ you have chosen, and this is false because it's no question has been saved there, what should happen? There should be something that happens when it is false. Okay. And there should be something. Oh, I think what I would just say is when props.question, this question type is null or not existing. I need to find a way to say that when there is no question existing. Okay. Okay. When there's no question existing, then whatever I've written here before should be working. I think yes. So when there's no question existing, what I have here should be working. But when there's something existing, that's when this should be working. Let me see how to write that. Okay. So the first thing I want to write now is when when it is existing, when nothing is existing actually. So how do I write that in code? I'll say when props.question is what? Should I say it is null or what's the best way to say it? There are many ways to say it. I can say if there's no question. If it doesn't have any, what's the best way to say it? There's another way to say it. I can say, yeah, I can use the length of the questions. Okay, I can use the length of the questions. I'll check to see if that will work. If props dot questions dot length, if it is less than, or maybe if it is so what will it be when it's on question 1? It should be the same. Yeah, if they are equal. Yep, I think that is it. I'll just say if they are equal because I'm always having a dummy question on the zero index. So if they are equal, if props.questions.length is equal to props.question norm. So that's the only time I want this thing to work. That's the only time I want this if statement here to work. Okay, so let me remove it. The two if statements I have here below, the only time I want it to work is when this condition is true. So I'm going to test that first to see if it is still working well before I continue. So that's the way you do it if you don't want to run into a lot of errors. So this one here, that's the end. This one here, this is the end. Okay, so I can just copy this and put it in that if statement, and I think we should be good. Okay, so that's the only time that if statement will be working. Good, I'm making progress now. Thinking sequentially. All right. So the next stage would be, let me test it first. So if I change something, is it still working? Change. It's not working anymore, so it's not correct. Oh, because I already have oh, that's not gonna work. That's not correct. Because when you are changing, oh, maybe the reason it's not working because I've not written the other one. So let me forget about what I've done so far. Let me refresh this, then it should work. So if I refresh this and I change this, it should work. Yes, it's working. Awesome. Yes, it's working. So I need to make the rest work. Good. So what I need to do now is try to, let me see what I've done so far first. Okay. So right now, what I would do is make this work. What code am I going to put in here? When this if statement, correct. I think those are the only two ones remaining for this if statement. But wait a minute, I say if props questions or let's go. But if it is not equal, I want this to work. But there'll be two. Oh my god, that'll be some crazy stuff there. Some nested if statements there. To make sure things work the way we want it to work. And okay, and that will be if it is not equal. I think it's gonna be remove one of the equal sign and do this. Remove this. Is it still good? Still good. Okay. And I bring these two comments in there, which is going to be the nested if statement that we're going to be using. Actually, I'm supposed to just cut it. Okay. Alright. So then I'm gonna let me see if I can open this if statement. Let me put something here too and make sure they are correct. Okay. So inside the first one, when it is not equal, that means that means I want you to prefill. Whenever it is not equal, I want you to prefill. Yeah, and I should remember to document all this. Yeah, let me put some documentation in here. This is for when what? What's the best, most intuitive way to describe that? I don't want to say when the number of questions is not the same with the question number. Oh, when you already have many questions more than your current question number and you just want to change a question type of an existing question. Yep, that's good enough. Good enough to remember what I'm trying to do here in the future. Because after 3 days, you'll be wondering, what was that? What did I code? How did I do this? Especially when you do so many things. You'll be wondering, why did I write this? Alright, so now I know. If I see this comment, I know the reason why I wrote it. And for this, my reason will be for, this is for when you have it is a brand new question. It's a brand new question, not when you are updating an existing question. This is when it's a brand new question. You can change the question type as you like. You can change. This is a brand new question and you're brand new question and you are changing the question type. Okay, that should be good enough as well. Okay, now I need to put some. Where's my? Okay, those are the if statements I'm putting in there. It's just formatting it for me. So let's do this so that I know where to put stuff. Okay. All right. So what do we need to do now? So if we're already saying that this is when We already have many questions. So what do we need to show? So now I can go back. I can go back to what was I doing with the back button? Because whatever I want to do now is going to be a little similar to the back button. And back button should be the last button here. So that's back button right here. And what I know I wrote a lot of code here. It's not all of them I will need, but it's similar. Okay, so I'm gonna, yeah, this code is what I need. But this one is only giving us correct code answer. Where is the one that is giving us? I don't get it. It's supposed to give us more than this. The one that is giving us the pre-filled question and pre-filled, oh, those will be, wait a minute. It's supposed to give us more than that. Fill in the gap. Oh, here we go. So we need this. Props that previous gap question. So I'm gonna use this and I'm gonna change it to QNum. I think I need this. I think I need to remove some of unnecessary comments here. Changes middle complement to fill in the gap. Awesome. Yeah, this is what I need. Store the code question answer in an array, map array code and map through it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Actually, I need to, let me just do this so that I know that this comment is for this on the same line. Okay, very good. I think I know what to do. We copy it one by one. I need the previous gap question first. Let me just copy it and get that done first. That's if it is for gap now. I'm gonna put that in the gap one. So this is for gap. I'm gonna put it right here. Okay. That's for gap. I'm gonna put it right here and I'll be back. So what's the next thing we need? We need so I'm mapping. So which one is showing? Okay, correct question answer. Okay, so whenever I do that, does it automatically show? It probably automatically shows. If it automatically shows prefill because I've solved that problem before. Okay, maybe I should put it in the comment then. So it changes the middle complement to fill in the gap and prefills with previously saved question text and code text, I believe. I'm not sure, but I think so. If it's not true, I'll come back. And I think that's what I did before. So I just want to be sure. And prefills. Okay. Okay. It's probably right here. Okay. All right. So we do that. So we are dealing with the code one first, which is a fill in the gap. I could have called it map array gap. I don't think it's necessarily about code. Yeah, it's about code because it's a code that we are trying to. It's about the input boxes. Yeah, I could have put all of this in the same component. That's fine. Okay. So I bet what I need to do now is to just copy the next one and see what's up. Yeah, if you're watching this, If you don't mind, drop comment. I want to know if somebody is saying this. If you're watching it live, and if you're watching it later, drop comment. It's just my study time. Thanks for joining me in my studying time. I'm documenting my learning process, my studying process, my thinking methods, problem solving live. You know, I'm comfortable with thinking out loud and solving problems live. So if you're watching this, if you don't mind, please give me a thumbs up or drop a comment. Subscribe if you like it. Thank you. All right, so yeah, so I'm gonna need to let us see. Do I have this here? Okay, 1 second. All right. I like the I don't own any rights to the background music that is playing. No rights to it. But I'm enjoying it. Pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Alright, what did I want to do here? Just trying to adjust something on the music. Okay. I decided to play it on another browser to see if it's going to update the number of people watching. As it's updated it to two people watching. Okay. So that's how it works. Interesting. Interesting thing. Okay. Let me make myself feel good then. Alright, I'm just learning how all this live streaming works. I'm learning how everything works here. Okay, I'm back now. Hopefully, nobody was hearing my conversation with my son. I had to address something really quickly. So, yeah, what was I trying to do? I was trying to, yeah, I think I've copied one of the code, and the next thing I was gonna do is to, make it really interesting. Where's my Explorer showing up? I know you guys cannot see that, but come on. Stop blocking my view here. Alright. Okay. Come on, what's going on over there? Figuring out this technology, how it is working. Alright. Guess it's okay. Okay. So I've copied the first one. This is a map array code. So this is going to return what we have. This is just to return the input, and once it returns it, I think I'm probably good. And we have the map array text. So let me just copy it. I think I'm going to remove the -1 from here, like I said before. Okay, let's do that. I know something's probably going to break, but that's what it means to be coding. So, probably the previous gap question, I said I'm going to remove the -1 from here. And let me remove the comment now. And okay. Let me do this first. Oh, well. So we're doing that return code answer. So where did I use return code answer down there? I said let return code answer be that. Oh, then I call the. So what I'm gonna do, since both of them still needs to be called, right? Let me see. Return text answer also needs to be called again. This is the action creator. This is just the argument, the payload. So I just created the payload now, which is return code answer. So let me think, where do I want to show? I want to change this straight away, right? But it has a text answer. So all of these are actually for filling the gap, to be honest, including both. I should have copied everything. Yes, they are both for filling the gap, the code and the text. They are both for store the text question answer in an array, map array text, and map through it to return input boxes. Okay, yeah, this is to return input boxes, right? Okay, with correct names. Store the text question answer in an array, map array text, and map through it to return input boxes with correct names and default values. So why am I storing it in an array? Oh, that's just to know. I see. Because there may be more than one, so that's why I stored it in an array. Since correct answers may be more than one, so that's even. Hopefully, I'm not writing a textbook here. Yeah. It's okay. Since correct answers may be more. Once I see that, I remember what I was doing. Okay. So I should probably do the same thing. Do the same thing for this guy. Yeah. So maybe I should have copied all of them then. So let me just. It's probably be better to copy everything. I think it's everything from here. Yeah, everything from here I probably need them. Since correct code answers may be more than one. Okay, maybe I could actually save all of this in a function. Hope that doesn't, in the name of trying to refactor my code, hope that doesn't break it. I could put all of this in a function. Yes, everything here can be in a function for the gap question. So what should be the name of that function? I can put it in a function. What will be the name of that function? Let me see it again. I hope it's gonna work. Let me see. Hope there's no dependency anywhere. Yes, starting from here, it should work. Starting from here, I'm gonna just call it a function so that I can use that function somewhere else. Yes. Everything here should be a function. Let me think of the name I'll give it before I cut it and paste it in there. The name I'll give that is fill gap. What is it doing? What's that function doing? I don't know. It's more about previous fill gap, right? Already existing. Yeah, maybe I should call it existing fill gap. Existing gap fill gap component or something. Because this is for when it's existing. Yes. I think that's what I should do. So to reduce a lot of lines of the code. Okay. So something will probably break. Nothing is breaking here. That's a good thing. So I'm just gonna call it existing fill gap with values. Yeah, I don't mind making it long. Existing fill gap with values, although there's nothing like that yet. So let me go create it and paste whatever I just cut into it now. Okay. Maybe I should create it here. Let's do function existing fill gap with values, right? And paste this there. Wow. So I can just call that function up there again instead of copying and pasting. So function existing fill gap with values, I can call it here. Where is it? And select question type. I was trying to, if that is this, that's for MCQ for gap. I already started copying something in there, but I'm gonna remove them. Okay, I'm gonna remove it and just call the function. Just gonna say existing fill gap with values. Okay. So should I quickly test if that works first? How do I test if it works? Before I test anything, yeah. So what I need to test now is to see if I didn't break anything. If I didn't break what I did before, that would be good. That is for the back button. So if the back button is still working well, then that's good. Okay. So if the back button is still working well, I'm probably fine. Let's do this. Let me save something there. So now we created with our star, we created an input box. Let's just create two. Let me create one here. I'm not getting hungry. I'm trying to do some fasting today. Let's see how that works well with coding and fasting. Okay, let's say I have that, and I'm gonna save this. I feel like I should be done with this. I don't like spending too much time on just this, trying to make it perfect and exceptional. Okay, the save is still working, although it's showing undefined, but it's because there was nothing there before. If I save it one more time, it's gonna save it very well. Okay, it's gonna show it rather. So it's showing whatever I wrote, star was okay, all those stars are in there. Add another question. Good. It's only the back button. I want to see whether it's working or not. So let me just add only to to the code here. Okay. Let's go click that question button again. I'm getting tired of it, and I'm supposed to fix it first. I decided it's a simple problem. I'm fixing the harder problems first, but it's taking my time. Yeah, good. So let me click the back button to see if the back button is still working. Oh, it looks like it's working. Awesome. It's still working. So my refactoring is not breaking it. Okay, so now this one that I've pasted here, let's see if that's gonna work. If that's gonna work for, if I change to, yeah, let me change to multiple choice. Oops! I knew something must break somewhere. Multiple choice. Where are you saying reading map? Where are you reading the map? 57. So reading map is not working. 57. Did I remove something there? Where are you? Existing field gap with values. But it's multiple choice we are doing. So why are you doing that? Why are you talking about field gap when I'm changing something to multiple choice? This if statement should be under multiple choice, right? Oh, I put it in the wrong place. No wonder. I'm putting it in the... Oh, that's wrong. I put it in the wrong place. I should put it in the gap. Yeah, sorry about that. Oh, I should put it in the... What is going on? I put it under MCQ. Oh, wait a minute. I don't think it's in the wrong place. So if question type current is MCQ, yeah, there's something wrong here. And the new question type you are picking is still MCQ. It should be different. And if the current, if the existing, this one is existing question type for that question number is gap, and the new type you are picking is MCQ. That's wrong. So what did I just try to do here? Gap is existing there, filling the gap is existing. I'm choosing MCQ. Yes, that's why I was trying to run this function. So when that is the case, do I need to run this function? No, I don't need to. For any of these two cases, I don't even need to run this function. When I need to run this function is when this is gap, when this is MCQ. Oh, I guess I didn't think through it very well. But I see what the problem is. When this is I see what the problem is. So the situation I need now is when what is existing is gap, and I'm changing to MCQ. What do I want to happen? What I want to happen is whatever is happening here. Is this one I want to run? Maybe I should forget about. I think I know what I'm gonna do. So maybe I'll just use 4 if statements and I'll be good. Wait a minute. If the questions.length is not equal to props.question number, okay, that is, you have like 2 or 3 questions, but you're on question number 1, which is oh, there's a problem there because I forgot I have a dummy question. So if I've saved question 1 now, okay, I see the problem. If I've saved question 1, that means I have 2 questions in my questions.length. The question.length will be 2. Okay. And my question number will be 1. So let me think outside of this box right now. So what I'm doing is let me check something real quick. That's okay. So what I'm doing is if you are on question 1 and there are already 2 questions existing, which most of the time 2 questions will be existing because you have a dummy question on index 0 of questions prop. So if you are there and you want to change, so that means you have the questions number, length of the questions is greater than props.queenum question number. What should happen? I need to be able to visualize what I'm saying. So if that is the case, you saved fill in the gap question, you have questions length of 2, you're on question number 1, you're trying to change to multiple choice. Oh, then what should run should be different. It should not be this, that's what I'm saying. It should not be. Number 1, this is not correct. Let me see. I say if questions have the occurrence MCQ. So should it be here? It looks like it should not be there too. Oh, I see. There, I need 4. I was thinking I need 2 if statements, but as a matter of fact, I need 4 if statements here. That's crazy. Okay. Maybe before I do it, let me just change this to the right thing it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be if the question type.current is MCQ. Yeah, that's the situation, but it's not supposed to run gap. So let me write all the 4 if statements first. Then I'll remove the one that is not supposed to be here. Is that the end of the if statement? That should be it. Ctrl C. So I'm gonna need 4 if statements, and the other if statement is gonna be, this is fun. The other if statement is gonna be if question type.current is MCQ. Actually, let's see, it's just some permutation and combination. MCQ, MCQ, MCQ gap. Then I need gap gap. Then I need gap MCQ. So that's what I need. I need gap MCQ, gap gap, and gap MCQ. So those are the. I know some people will use a switch statement for this. I just like my if statement. It's okay for me. So later maybe I can start looking into using more of switch. I like this. I don't know, like if it's just like more intuitive English to me. So what I'll do now is to see what is going to be running in each case. So I need to think sequentially about this. So question type.current is MCQ, and this is this MCQ. What does that mean? It means there's an MCQ question already existing, and you are changing to MCQ. So this is supposed to prefill. So let me put prefill there. Prefill with MCQ. Okay. And the next one, MCQ gap. So gap is existing, but you are changing to MCQ. It's not supposed to prefill. It's supposed to just give you something else. Okay. This is supposed to give you. This is supposed to be new MCQ. New MCQ component. This is what it's supposed to give you. And when you are here, you already have gap in there. So this is supposed to prefill with gap. So existing fill gap with value. So this is right here. And when you have MCQ existing and you want to change to gap, this is supposed to be new gap. This is supposed to give you new gap question. So I think I've solved it. I just need to copy the right functions in there. So all the functions that I was able to factor, it's only in one situation I'm going to use it. But I think I have the new new MCQ and new gap somewhere. They should be right here. This is a new MCQ and new gap, and they are right here. I only need to change the Q num to remove. Oh my god, it feels so good when you feel like you solved something complex. New MCQ. You know, I hope it's new MCQ I just copied. Yeah. Prefill with new MCQ component. Okay. But change this to, it's not going to be a new, it's going to be the current Q num that is going to be there. So that's why it's different. And I copy this one. And it's going to be for, where is it? Oh, I copied that one in the wrong place. I copied the new MCQ in the wrong place. So hopefully I don't put this one in the wrong place. So this is a new gap question. Then let me go remove what I put in the wrong place. I said prefill with MCQ component, and this is not prefill here. I think I have an idea of how to be naming something. Maybe I should be putting the comment in there, and the comment I put in there is going to guide me on what name to give to the function or to the whatever variable it is. So supposed to be new MCQ component right here. Yeah, this is a good idea I just got now. Probably going to be doing that. New MCQ component. Say prefill MCQ component with values. That's what it's supposed to be. Prefill MCQ component with values. And this one right here, I should have called it prefill. This is prefill. Prefill and what? Prefill fill gap component with values, with appropriate values. Let's even call it existing values. So that's easier to remember what we are doing. Okay. I said this is a new gap function. What does that mean? Oh, new fill gap question. New fill gap question. I want to make sure if I read it once, I understand what I'm saying. If I read the comment once, I want to be able to, at least I wrote this code. If I'm looking at it, I should be able to easily understand what I mean. Okay. So, yeah, interesting. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. Okay. So I guess the next thing to do, that is who you are. Well, I'm not a very good singer, but I try once in a while. Try to do it once in a while. Okay. Try to do it once in a while. So yeah, what I need to do now is try. Okay, I factor that first one. All of this guy right here. I do a bunch of if. Yeah, I still need to put. Let me see. Looking at the if statement, I want to make sure prefill fake gap is there. So we need prefill MCQ component now. I need to put a new MC. The new MCQ component is already there. New gap components are supposed to be there. Where's the new gap on? New MCQ. New gap should be below it. Yeah, new fill gap question component. Awesome. I shouldn't say new gap fill gap question component. New fill gap component is enough. Yeah, there are two types of components. So fill gap and MCQ. So that's it. What did I put in there? Function. Oh. Okay. So I think there's only one thing left, which is it's gonna be existing MCQ with values. That will be the name. So let me just put it there. Existing MCQ with values. That will be the name. Maybe not yet. Let me go copy what I need to put in that. That may be a better approach. There you are. Oh, so it's looking better now. So if this is happening, do this. Then if this is happening, oh, MCQ is not even having an issue actually. Oh, because we are not MCQ is kind of easy because we are not doing any filling the gap, all the crazy code that I wrote for filling the gap. We are not doing. I'm not gonna do that. All I need to do is, just put this guy there, the previous MCQ, and I'm just gonna remove the. Yeah, that's good. I like that. I'm happy that I don't have to write a lot of code for that. Come on. Okay, I'm happy with that. That reduces the amount of code I'm writing. You know what? Since I'm not testing, I should give myself enough space. I'm doing this. I could have been using different screens, but since I'm trying to stream it live for future, I can see it in the future, see what I've done. Okay, so what's the one left that we have not done? This one, it is a brand new question, and you're changing the question type, not when you are. Okay, it's a brand new question. This is for. Okay, I see how this is for. Wow, this is a lot. And so that question type is a big because of several if statements. So prefill MCQ component with existing values. Okay. What do we need to do next? There should be one. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Let's paste it here. So that's it. So then we change this to. It's not going to be, since this is not back button, we remove the -1. There's going to be the current question number. And we're going to have returns a different MCQ component display with prefilled doesn't matter. All right, so it's time to test. Everything should be working hopefully now. That means I've solved that problem. It probably took me, I've spent 1 hour 15 minutes so far. Have I been able to solve it? We shall find out. So now let's see if I change this question 1 now. Let me go to add another question first. Good. And I'm going to click back 2 times. Make sure the back is still working. Click back. It's still working. Awesome. My stuffs have been pre-filled. Good. Back 1 more time. And I believe that should still be working. Still pre-filled. So the main thing I want to check right now is if I change from multiple choice to something else, is that still gonna be good? So that's what I'm trying to find out. Okay, let's see how many people on YouTube. Is not showing anything. Okay, showing 2 people. With those 2 people, I don't know. If you are here, you are seeing this, please don't hesitate to drop some comments. Oh, let me check Twitch. Twitch is still showing 1 person, and that 1 person may just be myself. You know. But it's good to test this thing out, see how it works. This is just most people though are probably not going to be interested in your studying time. They don't know about what you are doing. When I start doing tutorials later, now this is a good learning opportunity for me to see how the software I'm going to be using, to see how the software works. Fun. It's fun to use technology. Okay, so don't be afraid. Don't be nervous. So if I change this, what's going to happen? Let's see. Change to fill in the gap is supposed to give me my expectation. Oh, why is it showing multiple choice? Something is wrong. What's it showing originally? This is wrong. It's showing multiple choice, whereas it's a fill in the gap question. So that's a bug somewhere. Whatever is showing here should be the kind of question that we have. So when I click back, maybe I should quickly fix that. Let me quickly fix that before I test the main thing I want to test. So there's a back, I think it's on the back button. I'm going to fix that. And I'm going to say it's on the back button. I'll fix that. I'm going to say, where is it? There's something on select. Where's the select stuff? Where's the return? I think it should be somewhere. Oh my god, I don't like code getting too long, honestly speaking. Oh, maybe I'm not looking at it from there. Okay. So this is a function. Return. Yeah, return starts here. Let me call this now return the component so that we'll be finding stuff easily. I think another good thing about comments, it helps you find stuff easily. So you guys be looking out for your comments. So now return the component. So if I'm going to return the component, I have a on select question type, right? So there's something I do. So let me go look for that function on select question type because I need something in there. On select question type, where is it at? I should probably have a. Oh, that's the one I. Okay, this is what I need. Question type dot current. Okay. I need question type dot current. So now when I click back button, I want something to happen to question type dot current. No. I want the on change. When I click back button, I want that this guy right here to change the value of the select button to change to whatever is a question type. Let me think. Yeah, whatever is a question type that is existing. Okay. What I just said in English now, I need to write it in code. So I'm gonna go look for. So I know that I may not need to use question type dot current. I just need to look into what the value. Did I put any value there? No value, right? I don't know. You should be able to take a default value. You should be able to have a default value. What am I gonna say? Am I gonna say document? I'm probably gonna get it. I'm gonna say document dot
get element.
I'm gonna say maybe I should say document or get element by ID. I want to change the value that is showing here. and I'm gonna say dot default value. Maybe that's what I don't know. Does that make sense? I don't want to make the value fixed. I'll make it dot default value. Yeah. But I need to give it a class name or a name. So it's already having a class. Does it have a class name? Select. It has a name. Select list. Good. So maybe I should say document.getElements by name select list. Yeah, I want to fix that first. Let me fix that real quick. Okay, ID select list too. Oh, I can say document.getElement by ID then. Maybe that will work. Select list. Okay. I'm gonna call it select list. And that's and somebody clicks back. So this is back button. When you click back, maybe that should be the first thing I want to happen. No, I should put it in the if statement actually. Put it in that if statement and just say document dot get elements by ID and dot default value equals props dot questions question to be props dot question num2 props dot question num2 dot question type. Awesome. I think that code should be correct. That's what I think. So, but it's not automatically working because I didn't click back button. Okay, it only works when you click back button. I would have expected this to change. So I'm gonna go forward again, click back, and see if it is truly working. Okay. So that's what I'm gonna do. Go forward again. I'm going forward right now by adding another question. I'm gonna make sure the forward button is working too soon. So then click back. I'm gonna click back. Oh, back has been. What did I do that is wrong? Oh, what I just wrote? What I just wrote is wrong? Oh, it's not gonna work because I'm not using the same. I see what's going on. Cannot read property of undefined reading question type. Oh, you cannot read. Oh, sorry. It's supposed to be -1. Yeah, because I just clicked back. So it's supposed to be -1. So can I go back now? Back. Even the question type is probably not gonna work because I'm saying default value. Yeah, it's probably. Let me hope it will work. Let me hope I use the same MCQ and GAP. But at least the back is working now. So let me see what is the multiple choice. It's not working. Because it's supposed to show because it's a gap question in question 2 now. Here I want it to show question yeah. So let me go look for my select button. So what are the values I put in my select button? Yeah, I put MCQ and gap. And what is I use gap, yeah, that is the same thing I'm using. So why is it not working? When it is gap, you show fill in the gaps. When it is MCQ, you show multiple choice. Why is it not working? So let me look at the code I wrote. I said document.get. Maybe it's not getting the element. So if I click back, I probably need to console.log something. That's the way. Oh, console.log may not be really working for me. Oh, this is rendering. Don't. I'm supposed to render something. Yeah, this is React. So whatever I'm trying to do now, if it doesn't render it, it's not going to work. So I need to re-render. When I click back button, I need to re-render this component. So let me think, how do I re-render it? Will I be using useState? I probably need to use some useState hook there to kind of show the state. Let me see how to use the useState. These are minor stuff, but I'm trying to. Being a perfectionist is probably not the best. I should probably leave that, fix that till later. Should I leave it for now? Or should I quickly think about it and fix it? It's all about the wisest use of my time. So I need to think about using some useState there. Let me see what I can do. So, let me put star here. I just want to be seen. I want it to be clear. I'm yawning already. I probably need to go break my fast soon. Yeah. Okay. So what I want is, can you get me some water, please, from the fridge? Flavored water. Thank you.
Okay. I don't know why those people are hearing it.
Here. What if I use state? Okay. Use some kind of state to kind of make it work. So what am I going to put in the state? Yes, I know what to put in the state. Is these guys right here that I'm showing? I'm going to put them in the states. Okay. Should I quickly use state here? I'm going to say, yeah, I'm going to. It's actually easier, probably easier than I thought. Probably easier than I thought. So,
I do not see anyone in the fridge.
okay, that's fine. Normal water, please.
Okay.
Yes. So const, is it const we use? What do we use? Am I getting tired so quickly? Because I need some water probably. Const, what should we call it? Select value. Set select value. Select value, comma set select value equals your state, and initial should be multiple choice. Multiple choice. And when people click something, it should change to, yeah, let me just remove this. Remove the comment. Okay. Use state is not defined. I've not used any use state here because I've been using Redux a lot. So import, let's import use state right here too. So now you should know that it's defined. Stop complaining. So it's multiple choice that is showing good. Where is it? Here we go. Come on. Okay. So now I need to put, so select value. Where's select value gonna be? Select value is gonna be thank you.
Okay.
So instead of having multiple choice there, But wait a minute, if I'm going to put select value there, that's not making sense to me yet. It's not making sense to me yet. What's up with my battery today? Oh, because I'm probably doing a lot of things, streaming and all that. It's complaining, it needs to be charged. Yeah, so in my mind I was gonna put select value here, but that's not the right thing to do. Oh, okay. I'm supposed to be setting the state. Here, I'm supposed to say MCQ here. Let me do MCQ here. MCQ. And drinking some water.
Okay.
Okay. So it should be MCQ, then I should be able to set the state whenever I want to MCQ or to GAP, which is gap. And I'll be fine. So initially it's MCQ, I don't care. So when should I be changing it? Okay, where's the unchange for this? Unchange on select question type. So this guy here should probably be before on select question type so that everything will work properly. Where's on select, which is the long stuff I wrote. Okay. And now it's right there. On select question type. So which is this? I don't need this anymore. I was trying to use state for it. Eventually I changed my mind. I use a Redux state. Okay. So it's good that it is here now. So select question type, what did we do? We didn't care about. So on select question type, something just happens, and okay, React has nothing to do with what shows when you select question type. But we want React to do something when you click back. Still not clear to me what I'm gonna do yet, but let's see. So if I want to, okay, set state of what is the default value. Is the default value of this select button or select element. That is what I want to change. Oh, I should just put default value here. Awesome. I see. I guess it's just 1 hour 30 minutes of streaming, although I've spent 1 hour 30 minutes before that time, so making 3 hours altogether. Yes, I should be tired. I should probably get some rest. Maybe I'll do 2 hours again today. When I'm beginning to think slowly, I know that I need to rest. Right. So there should be default value here. I'm gonna put default value, and I'm gonna say, let me just pay. It shouldn't break anything. I'm gonna put default value here, and I'm gonna say it's what's the name I just called it now? The use state. Where you at? Maybe I shouldn't have taken it up there because I thought I was gonna need. I think I'll still need it. I'll call it select value. It should be select value. Here we go. So that's it. So yeah, that's what it's showing right here. It's multiple choice is the default, is the initial value. When we change it, it's just a default value, so we can change it anytime we want. But now we want to set the states. We want to set something to change here. We're just gonna change it whenever we click back button, and we say set select value, and we change it to whatever it is. Awesome job, Sunday. I think I'm doing a good job. That's how I encourage myself. So let me go to back button, which should be this button right here I'm looking at. All I need to do is to do set select select value. Yeah, I'm getting tired. That's should be thinking faster than that. So where did I put it? So that should be the first thing after the if statement. So instead of document.getElement, so okay, I see what I need to do. I just need to remove all this, put it in say set select value and open bracket and copy. I just do this, remove this and just say it is this you want instead, and remove this probably. Yep. Kind of save it. Yep. So look at it one more time. So props.question now -1. Because you click back button, good, you have to have -1 there. Then you are setting the select value here to be whatever is the question type, and that will be the new value for select value. That will be the new value for your select value, and that will be the what should be showing. I believe that should work. I believe I've fixed that. Let's see if it's gonna work. Let me refresh this thoroughly, put in some questions. Let me even do this first to see that it's working. Fill in the gaps, good. Let me start with a fill in the gap question and put some gap there like we always say. There should be space in between, good. And it's already produced it for us. The same thing here, put in some gap too. Just type some gibberish here. We're just testing, it doesn't need to be anything meaningful. Because my son is looking at me and like, why are you typing that? That thing doesn't make sense. Well, it doesn't need to make sense. It's just for the purpose of testing. That's why we are doing it.
Yeah.
So click save, add another question, and don't do more than that. Let's make this one a multiple choice. Let's type something. Okay. And choose this as the correct answer. And go down there and kind of let's add one more option to make sure it's still working, nothing has broken. Good. And click save. Seems to be working. Do as if you want to add another question. Good. So we're gonna go back now. Let me change it actually to fill in the gap. So when we go back now, what I want to see, because I know question 2 is multiple choice, so this thing here should change to multiple choice. That's how we know whether this thing is working or not. So when I click back, did it change? So the question component has changed, but does that one change? Oh, it's not changing, so it's not working. It's not working. I just thought I changed the default value. I thought the set state is gonna re-render it. But let me go look for my back button again. So if my back button worked, then that should have worked too. I don't know why. Set select value props.question, this question type. I don't know. I don't know why it's not working. Let me try one more time. Maybe some logic. Let me try the question 1. I know question 1 is supposed to be fill in the gap, so it's going to remain the same. So it's probably, we cannot test that way. Yeah, it's going to remain the same until you change it. I want to make sure this thing is changing. It's not a big problem, but I just feel like solving it right now. So why is it not working? So select value, set select value, you set it. Or maybe, yeah, another thing we can do is, maybe we should make it the last thing to happen. The last thing, right? Should we? An update question number is working. I don't want to use Redux. I know Redux will probably work. If I set it in Redux, it's probably gonna render. Because this one update question number is in Redux and it's working. So why is my local state now, use state now not rendering? So I'm thinking maybe I should make it the last thing. Maybe if you make it the last thing, then it's gonna work. So let's try it again. All I need to do is do as if I want to add another question. That I will go to question 3, and I now click back button, fill in the gap here. Back button should be multiple choice. It's probably still not gonna work. It's not working. It's still showing fill in the gaps when it's supposed to show. Well, wait a minute. What am I setting? If I set default value of what? What's the meaning of default value? I may be wrong by what I mean by default value. What's select? Where's select? There we go. I said default value. Oh, option value. Maybe the default value should have been. Is there anything like default value for option? It should be inside option, not inside the select. Is there anything like default value for option? I don't know. How do you know that? So there are two options. They have not. Let me go search in Google to see if there's a way to do it. You know, how do you set default value for select in React? Yeah, somebody has probably been use the value of value props on select. Let's see how to set default value in React select 2018 2020. Let's see this one. I want to store select default value if user not touch it in Redux. How is that possible? Select unchanged is this. Return option value, name and all that. Option value because but that's still the maybe I should use just one option. I think I know what to do. This gives me an idea, although it's not the right answer, but I think I have an idea of what to try. I should have just one option. Yeah, let's see what this guy said. I think it's similar to what I'm thinking. So it's just gonna be option that is there. Oh, they're saying return. What I'm thinking, I'm not gonna use any return. I'm gonna make sure it's only one option that we have now. But wait a minute, how will people choose? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. If people want to choose, maybe it's a return I probably need to use it. Let me go back and check what they said. It's probably the return I need to use. Where is it? Where's my Google? I have too many tabs open here. That's not a good habit. Right. Oh, I need to check where is it? I just opened it right now. Here we go. So select value, this does state, does value selected. So they put value in select on change. On change, this the value selected or banned. I'm using a functional component. I don't like all this. This says it's described in a React docs link. Okay, in HTML, the select tag. Okay, it's right here. Create a drop-down list. For example, this HTML creates a drop-down list of flavors. Yes, good. I like this. So note that the coconut option is initially. Let me see. Initially selected. Okay. Selected value. Because of the selected attributes. Okay. React, instead of using this selected attribute, uses a value attribute. Okay, on the root select tag. Oh, maybe I shouldn't use default value. I should use value. This is more convenient in a controlled component because you only need to update it in one place. For example, let's see. Come on, they use this class component a lot. I like functional component, but I can still understand it. So right here, you're saying value event.target.value. So they are setting states just like, oh, they want, maybe I should make it a controlled component. Okay. So they still have all the value in here, but in the select itself, oh, okay, I should say value equals this, then unchange equals this. Okay, yeah, that works for me. All I need to do is to do value. I think I'm using default value. That's probably why it's not working. So if I use value, I was thinking if I use value, I'll override it. So if I use value, is probably gonna work instead of using. So I should do whatever I did here before. And I Ctrl Z it. Yep. So instead of using default value, I should probably use value. So value should be select value. But when somebody click on change, I should better make sure I set the state again. Okay. So I'm gonna use set state. So when I move this up above the unselect question type, I was correct. So the first thing I want to happen here. So question type.current is this. Okay. Event.target.value. And I should say select yes. And I should say select value I should control it right here. Select value should be question type.current. Oh, question type.current. I could easily say event.target.value. I don't care. It should be set select value actually. Set select value. So I'm thinking things should work now if I've understood what I just read correctly. So I have one more back button to click, but that doesn't matter. So let me click add another question, then let's click back. Let's see if it's gonna work. So so I'm supposed to put it in add another question too, so that it shows the kind of thing I want it to show. So let me go do that in add another question too. So let me just say set select value to question type.current. I think that's all I need to be doing. Is that it? Is that it? Is that it? Is that it? Yeah. So set select value to yeah, I think it should work. I don't know that. I'm having some doubts, but I'll fix the doubt later. So where did I use set select value before? On back button, right? I want to see what I wrote. On back, this add another question here, but this back button here, I wrote set select value to the question type of the previous one. Right. So add another question. Yeah, it's gonna be set select value to something. This add another question. It's gonna be to the most recent question type. So what did I return? Come on, where is it at? Is that another question? It should be inside that if statement for sure. So I've not been changing the question type.current. Oh, it's right here. Question type.current is here. Question type.current is MCQ. So, but when did I change it? When did I change that? Question type.current equals MCQ. How am I so sure? So this is a if statement. So whenever, how do I know that the question type.current? That's the question I'm having now. How do I know that when is updating? When is the question type.current supposed to be updated? It's supposed to be updated. Is it being updated when? Let me see. Let me think. I just want to make sure I understand that first. What I did before I paste what I want to paste. When you move from page to page, from question to question, is the question type.current being updated? And I said if question type.current. Oh, okay. Whenever you say add a new question, add another question, did I update question type.current? But I'm actually on add another question right now. That's funny. Or maybe save. Whenever you click save, but save is not on this place. It's not here. For now, I'll leave it, but I'm curious as to when does it get updated? When does question type.current get updated? I don't know. I need to find out what I did before on this. Hopefully I see that somewhere sometimes in the future and I check it out. I'm curious to see when it gets updated and why it has been working. I probably did something right before, but maybe I forgot what I did. So let me paste what I want to paste now. I want it to be in this if statement, of course. And okay, it should be after this one. So set select value to question type.current. So if the question type.current is indeed working, at least for this, as if it is MCQ, I said should give us a new MCQ, and this one should be also, yeah, if it is working, then it should be working too. So let's see. That's okay. So both back and something should be working now. I wanted to solve one thing, but now I'm trying to solve two things. So back is, I forgot what kind of question is it. Okay, is fill in the gap. Did it change? It's not working. Oh, it's multiple choice, and it's working now. It's showing multiple choice. Awesome. So if I go to, it's rendering. So if I go to question 1, which is supposed to be fill in the gap, this here should be showing fill in the gap too, and I believe I've solved that. Hopefully if it works. Yeah, so it's filling the gap. So did it change to fill in the gap too? Awesome, I solved it. So let me see. If I click add another question now, it's supposed to show the same. Let's see. So this is a fill in the gap question, supposed to be fill in the gap. Awesome, awesome. You know what I think? The previous one. So let's go to back and I'll say add another question. Back should be multiple choice, hopefully multiple choice, and it's showing what is there. Awesome. I like that. And when I say add another question, it should show multiple choice again. Why is it showing fill in the gap actually? When I say add another question, it should be multiple choice again. I don't know why it's showing fill in the gaps. Why is it changing to fill in the gap when my most recent question is but it doesn't really matter because it shows fill in the gap. And so let me see what I did. I'm curious. I'm not supposed to be wasting time on all this, trying to be a perfectionist. Because it works pretty well. If the user doesn't like it, the user can just change it back to multiple choice question. But what I would have wanted is whatever was the last question, last type of question, is what should be showing here. Because this is question 3. If I go to question 2, is it not multiple choice? Is multiple question 2 is multiple choice. So if question 2 is multiple choice, then if I say add another question, it's supposed to show me multiple choice as well. So let me see. Add another. This am I on add another question? Yeah, maybe that's where. So what did I say? I said if. Oh, maybe that's where the question type occurring that I was curious about. Maybe that's where it comes in. Maybe yes, because I'm like, once you click save and you're not saying question type current, when did that ever? So you know what? Let me search this. Let me search question type current to see exactly when, how many times I'm changing its questions. What did I do? I thought it was there before. No, it's supposed to be question type then. Question type current. Good. Type. It's showing up almost 14 times, 11 times. Okay, let's start from number one place. Oh, it's only when you the first question you select when you get started, or whenever you change that thing. That's the only time that question type current gets to change. I'm not gonna be a perfectionist. I think I'm gonna leave it that way for now. It doesn't really matter. Later, it's something I may check. I think that's the only time. Although it shows in 11 places, but my guess is the only time is whenever you use this guy right here. If I use this guy, it's gonna, whenever I change something here, that's going, my current is gonna change, and that's what is gonna always determine whenever I want to add a new question. It's gonna be preset to that value. That's my understanding of what is going on. Yeah. So it's just for that time. Well, let's see all the 11 places we used it. Yeah. So I now used it here again. So let me see. But that usage that I did, does it make sense though? Yeah, does it make sense? This is probably for back button, right? Add another question. I said if this question type current is this. Okay. I could have said, yeah, I think I need to use a different thing. Yeah, I'm gonna change it. I think it's an easy fix. What I need to do is to say props.questions. Let me copy from somewhere. I can type it myself actually. Let me do this. So props.questions, and that'll be props.qnum. If the props.qnum minus 1, let's hope so. Question type quest type. That's all I need. Not the question type current. Yeah, that's all I need. So this guy right here is what I need. If this guy, if it is equal to MCQ, do what you need to do. Okay. And if not, so set select value to. When you click add forward button, should be the same. So, and is that the same thing we had for when you click back button? Yes, exactly the same. So that's the error that I was having before. Yeah, thank God I caught that. Okay. When does question type current need? So I can remove this question now. I think I've answered the question now. What's going on? Okay. So let's see if nothing is gonna break now. If I've not done anything that's okay, let's add another question now. So if I add another question now, it's supposed to show me multiple choice and an empty. Oh, it's not working. Is it? It's not working. It's still showing fill in the gaps. When I say add another question, it's still showing. Oh, maybe I should use QNum. I don't know. Maybe I'm not supposed to use QNum minus 1. But let me click back first to see if that has not broken too. That's probably not broken. So yeah, that's working. Question 2 is multiple choice, everything is working. So maybe for this, for add another question, I'm not supposed to say, oh, it's supposed to be queuing on because the current question is not -1. Yeah, it's supposed to be this, and set this select value to be yeah, the same thing too. Let's hope it's gonna work now. So let's add another question. Yes, it's working. It's working. Awesome job, Sunday. You did it. And we are 2 hours already. So what did I achieve today? I was able to pre-fill stuff. I was able to achieve what I wanted to achieve. Let me go to my, this is my goal. Where is it? Okay. I said start here. The drop down should always show the current question type. Yes, I was able to achieve that today. Awesome. With default values in each input box. Oh, with default values in each input box? I didn't test that. Let me test that. So, oh, I remember. So let me test that. So let me go to question 1 now and try to change the type of question. So this question 2, multiple choice. Let me go to question 1. So question 1, I already have a fill in the gap question. So now I want to change it to, let me pretend as if I want to change it to multiple choice. It gives me new. I'm not going to save anything. So let's pretend, because this is what I wanted to achieve today, that I want to go back. I changed my mind one more time and I want to go back to fill in the gap. I expect it to give me the values that I already stored to pre-fill it. It's not working. I should have tested it since. So it's not working. So I'm not done. I thought I was done because I got distracted by other things that I needed to quickly fix. So it's saying 71. It cannot read map. Oh, it's trying to. I thought I fixed those functions. So all those 4 functions, if statement I wrote, they're probably not working yet. Where is it? Where you are? Where you are? Should be question page. Oh, I was gonna fill something and I got sidetracked and I was fixing something else again. So something is calling this. Why? Map array code. So where is it saying it cannot map it? Props of questions. Oh, it's not gonna work because I have props of question now -1 here. That doesn't make sense. It's definitely not gonna work. Oh, because I'm trying to use it for both. Oh, existing fill gap with values. Am I using this for back button too? Oh, that's a problem. I cannot use it for both back button and that, because for this one, I was trying to not make the code long. I think I'm using that function for back button. So back button, am I using it? No? If I'm not using it, then I'm good. I'm not using it for back button. Am I sure I'm not using it? Yes, I'm using it. It's right here. Change existing fill gap with values. You know what? Maybe I should use argument. Argument is going to make my life easy. Yes. Let me use some argument to kind of make it determine. Argument is what's going to, yeah, argument is better. Where is it? Hopefully I'm actually excited about trying that. So what I want to do, so for some, where is it? Okay, where is it? It's q not -1 that is causing the problem, right? So I'm going to call the argument, yes. I'm going to call the argument x. And I'm going to say x argument x is to determine the q norm is to is to adjust q norm value is to adjust QNum value in the function. That should be enough for me to remember why I use an argument in the future. Okay, so I'm gonna say props.qnum plus x here. So I'm not gonna put -1 anymore. It's gonna be plus x. Plus x. Okay. Since it's a number, I'm gonna say plus x. So anybody that is using, whoever is calling this function, is gonna be so when I call the function from select on select change or something like that, or on change select, when I call the function on select question type, when I call that function, where are the two places I call the function? So I'm gonna put -1 into one. No. I'm gonna put 0 in one, and I'm gonna put. Is that the only place I used it? I think that's the only place I used it. And when I use it for the back button, I'm gonna put -1 there. Where's the back button? Here we go. It's gonna be -1. So let's try what I was trying to do before. So question 1 is originally fill in the gaps. If I change to multiple choice, yeah, then pretend as if I change my mind. I want to do, pretend like I changed my mind and I want to do, I don't need this console for now. And I want to do fill in the gap again. So it should take me back to fill in the gap with pre-filled values that I already filled. Working, awesome! I did it! Come on! Yes! I made it happen!
Because you
Yes.
you created an argument called X.
Okay, you're learning how to code too. You should be doing your own coding, not watching me. So let me try one more time to make sure it's always working. Add another question. It's question 3. Is that working because they fill in the gaps? Is it because our question 2 is also filling the gaps? Is that the reason? If it is the reason, no, something is wrong again. Supposed to, but it doesn't matter. I'll fix that later. That's not a big issue, to be honest. So let's assume I want to change this now. I want to change this to fill in the gaps. I can change it if I want, and I'll override whatever I wrote before. And I can, let's say I want to go back to multiple choice. It should show me whatever I wrote in there before. Good job! It's working.
It's working for
awesome.
both of them.
For both of them, yeah. And if I do it on question 1 again, yes.
It's going to fill in the gaps.
It's filling the gaps that is in there.
And it's showing the value.
And it's pre-filling it with the values. If I pretend as if I want to do multiple choice, and I say, okay, I've changed my mind, I want to go back to fill in the gaps, is it going to disappear or still going to be showing it? It's showing it! Awesome! So, I think I achieved my goal today. And so let me go back to, it took 2 hours to do all of that and do some other minor adjustments. Of course, I've written a bunch of code today and testing, everything is working. So this way, I said make sure all question text areas are auto-sized. That's a simple fix. I'm going to do that later. In a fill gap question, the user must not be able to save if no gaps. Yeah, I need to do that too. That'll probably be on my next session whenever I want to do something next. Yeah, save button. So for this one, I think I achieved it. I'm glad. Wow, that took me 2 hours of work. 2 hours 9 minutes of work to do.
And 18 seconds.
Okay. Let me see. What should be the most important one I should do next time? In the fill gap question, the user must not be able to make. This sounds interesting. Let me bring this one to the top. The user must not be able to save if no gaps or no correct answer. Okay. So let's say start here. So this is how I'm gonna start.
Because you put it on the top.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say for these, right? For these, I want I want this to be the, in my next 2 hours, I would love to fix these two things. I think I should be able to come back today after getting some rest now. And I should be able to fix the first two things. Make sure question tell, yeah, maybe the first three things. Only show code editor if the add code button is clicked. And that will be a big one I'll do later. Shouldn't be a big deal. Make sure no more than one code editor shows up. Okay. Introduce delete button. Yeah, delete button is another good one I need to do. I probably have some 4 to 6 hours of work to finish all this, the rest of this. And I think I'll be fine. Okay. So the next thing, I love it when I'm making progress every day. Before I know it, if I continue to make progress like this, the full app will be ready. Even if it's just 2 hours average of 2 hours every day. Latest in about 1 month, I think the full app should be ready.
And you guys can come to the
No. I'm gonna make it private soon. For now, people can still view it publicly, but eventually I'm gonna make it private so that
they can pay.
No, so that because if it becomes a startup, it becomes very useful. I don't want to make it an open source software. So this is just for documentation purpose. I know somebody watching this video can still copy the code later and all that, but it's not gonna be as easy as if you just have the code and you are copying and pasting. Right? So it's just a future reference purpose to see how my growth process, to observe my growth process. How am I growing in the things that I am learning? So I wanted to do something. I want to because I've achieved some milestones. Add the build a fill in the gap component. I've done that. Took me some maybe 6 hours or 7 hours altogether, but it's not bad. And whatever I've done here can be useful for any other projects. I'm thinking of an idea. I don't know if you guys have a suggestion. You can drop it in the comment of an idea of there should be people selling components. Like if I build this kind of fill in the gap component that I built, I should be able to sell it somewhere. That's gonna work and something, So and I should be able to buy it if I don't want to build it from the scratch. But the only challenge is it should be easily understandable. And this is one of the things I'm hoping that the problem is gonna solve. That when people can buy components and they can also read a very good documentation of how it was built, all the comments, everything. By the time I showcase it, I think it should be good. If it can produce exactly what I'm thinking about in my mind, what I'm visualizing, I think it's going to be an exceptional app. It's just not going to be GitHub that you can, you can fork it. You have to start reading the code to kind of understand if it's not well documented. This is going to be well documented. You can just copy and put in the code and, do some plumbing work. Somebody said we are plumber. We just buy different parts, different components, and join them together, make them work the way we want them to work. But for your components to work properly, that's the engineering aspect of it. You have to understand how they relate with one another, how they are working together. That's the way you can make them work. So in my app.js, I want to remove that and then build a component for filling the gap. Already built this, so I don't need it anymore. Okay, so I'm good with that. So I should probably remove this. Give me some space. Okay, and I'm probably done for now. So thank you very much. If you have watched this, you have been around till now, I think I made some progress. Make sure you are making progress in your study too.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, everybody.